Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene. I am getting ready to make a necklace. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I want to put some little, almost like charms around the necklace. And I don't know what it's going to come out looking like, but I'm going to try something. Okay, so I was able to get a lot of these charms done. I done had some lunch and then took a couple of phone calls and everything, but I was able to get these charms done that I'm going to hang from the necklace. And we're going to see how this is going to turn out. Hopefully it'll turn out the way that I'm thinking it's going to turn out. And if it don't, guess what? I will take it apart and then I will start from scratch. I'm going to be using these beads right here, what I showed in the video before. So I'm going to be using these. These are 25 millimeter. They were unfinished painted beads when I got them, so I do hand paint these myself. There was a question in the comment section for the previous video, what size are the beads? And I think in that video, they were either 20 millimeter or 25 millimeter. So when I'm doing the chunky, I'm working with 25 millimeter wood beads. And these beads are very light. They're not heavy at all. And that's what I like about them. And then the question was, where can I find the beads? You can find some of the hand-painted beads on my website, and it is right here, www.jbbdk.com. So it's right there. And in the next couple of days, I want to say by the end of next week, I'm going to have some new designs on the website. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to just use these beads right here because I only buy 20, 25, and 30 millimeter beads, because I like to make the big chunky necklaces. We're going to put the beads on. And then I'm going to try it out with the, and then we will bead our charm on there. And then we'll put another bead on. And then we'll add some charms. We'll do another bead. And let's see. We'll add some more charms. We'll put another 25 millimeter. And we are going to put some more charms. We're going to do another 25 millimeter. And this is what we're going to get so far. And then we're going to go ahead and put some more charms, another 25 millimeter. And it really doesn't matter which side I put the 25 millimeter on, because remember, the beads are all the same size. So it's basically just going like this as 25 millimeter. It's only when I'm doing adding beads that are smaller where I need to make sure it's even on each side. So in this case, I do need to put a charm on this side to even it out. And then we're going to put another charm on that side. And then we're going to add another bead. This side we're going to add another bead too. So we add another bead. We're going to add. So on this side, I'm noticing I have more of the coconut chips on this side. So I'm going to put some on this side. So we'll go with this one with the pink. And then we're going to do another big bead. And then we are going to do another coconut on this side, but with the brown. And then we do need to put, oops. And we do need to put one on this side to even it out. And then when we look at it, this is what we got so far as the necklace. But we're not finished. So we do got a couple more charms we can add on. And we got a couple more big beads that we can add on. So we'll put that one here. And then we'll put this big bead on this side. And then we only have 2 of these left. I didn't want to take it all the way up, so that's still cool. We got one there. That one on that side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start beading with the smaller beads, which are the 20 millimeters. And this is going to be an 18 gauge necklace. So I'm going to take it up like this. You take it like that. And then let me see, do I want to put a spacer? Let's see if we want to add spacers, and maybe we just want to add the beads together and just keep it going. So let me take a look at it and see if I like it or not. And when I look at that, I like it, but I don't want the spacers, so I'm not gonna put spacers in there. And my thought is just to run all the beads together, no spacers, just because. And the reason why I wouldn't add spacers is because there's so much drama going on down here with all the charms. So as it goes up, you really don't need anything because it begins to go around the back of the neck. So I don't really need all that. So we're just going to keep putting the small beads on here. And this is going to be an 18 inch. And I cut 2 extra inches on each side just to give me a little extra. So when I close it off, it meaning the necklace. Okay, so. Ooh, this is a lot going on her neck. Okay. So when I look at it, 2, 4, 2, 4, it does need to be even. So I want to make sure my wires are even, make sure my beads are even. And then I'm going to put one more bead here. So on that side. And on this side. And then what we're going to do is use these small beads as our little closure beads. Because the hole, as you know, on the bead is pretty big. So that's what we're going to do. And then we need to make sure that our wire is even. And then everything looks even. Oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. That's a lot going on. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. Make sure my wires are even. Close that over and wrap it. And sometime when I close it, it's not even, and that's okay as far as like the wire be bigger or something. And then that's okay because as long as I get it closed, I can always come back and open the wire and then re-close it. So I'm going to go ahead and just close this off. And then we'll smash this wire all the way closed. Sometimes the wire just be acting up. And sometimes, like when it don't close good down here, you can always take the wire back up and lift it up like that, and then just roll it closed like this. Roll it, and then roll it into the inside of the opening right there, and you can see how it's closed. And then all I do is press it down right here. And when I press it, it goes inside of the circle part. And it's rounded off closed, so that's good stuff. And then you want to make sure you don't feel anything at all, which I don't. I don't never want to feel anything poking or sticking and see how I don't mind the rounded parts, you know, being awkward and not the same as far as shape, but I do like for them to at least be the same size. So with this one, I'm going to unwrap the wire and then just kind of wrap it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then go ahead and close it. I need my pliers for this to hold it. And then just go ahead and wrap it close. So I don't mind it, you know, not being exact, but I do mind them being at least close to the same size. Okay, so we got that. And it's just a little bit tight, stiff, so all I'm going to do is take it and I'm going to push up just a little bit. And then that loosens it up here at the top. So now what we're going to do, I want to look at it. And then we just kind of put it on here, shape it all around. And then see what we got. And it's nice and just tight enough. And then this is what this necklace looks like. So what I'm going to do is real quick, I want to make a pair of earrings. And let's see, I want to make sure all this was even. And it is. So we work with those 25mm beads. And then as we went up, we got the 20mm beads. And then we just did a bunch of little, I'll call them junkets. So they just like little junket charms. We just put a bunch of little custom made charms on a jump ring that we made. And I made the jump rings using my acrylic paint marker. Just took the wire, wrapped it around, went ahead and cut them and did all that. I think there's a video in here. I'll link it. And then this is what we got. So let's see. Too bad I don't have any more of these small beads. I would literally basically make this an earring. But you know what? I think these would be too, they're light, but they can still be an earring because they're not heavy at all. So let's do this. We're going to use these, let's get some perfect ones. I think this might be a perfect one. Some perfectly painted ones is what we want. And I like little imperfections and things being on, you know, the beads or little different things. It just adds character to the pieces. So I'm going to make just a pair of ball earrings using these little beads. We're not going to do anything else to them other than just using the these right here. And then I'll put these spacers on here to close them off so we don't have anything falling off. And then we're going to take us some 18 gauge wire. We're going to use some thin wire because we don't want weight. And let's do not that much. Go ahead and cut this in half. And I like to close my wires together. And if I make sure they're evenly together when I roll them, that gives me perfect hoops on the end. Because I'm going to just make the earrings together anyway at the same time. So we're going to put our little spacers. And we're going to use one 20mm. And these are very, very light. So if you start building on top of them, they'll become too heavy. And these are just like really paperweight. I mean, you don't have no weight to them at all. And that's good stuff. And then we're going to take it, go ahead and roll it. And And they would look really cute, like a lot more beads and stuff, but again, we don't want them heavy. Go ahead and wrap this around. Go ahead and finish it off and close it. And then I went ahead and just tucked it, hit the wire right up under there. And then this part I'm going to just fold and close that down. And then we just literally come up with an earring for the set. So then we're going to do our second one. It's real simple and easy. You don't want a whole lot, just enough, because the necklace does a whole lot by itself. So we don't need drama on top of drama. You know, not unless that's what you like, just, you know, your earrings popping, your neck popping, and then sometimes there has to be, my thought is there has to be an even balance. Because sometimes when there's too much, like big huge earrings, big huge necklaces, it just looks like it's too much. So it has to be just perfect balance. So I'm going to go ahead and close that down. And then we got two little cute dainty earrings. Not dainty, but light enough. And then they do sell, I forget what they're called, but you can turn a pierced earring into a clip-on. And I don't know anybody that wears clip-on earrings. Everybody I know wear, oh, I don't have a hole up here. But anyway, this is what the earrings look like. So this is like the whole set. So we have, let me see if I can put this right here. See if I can put a hole. Oh, I don't want to put a whole hole. I wanted to put a little small hole, but that ain't gonna work. So, and this one I don't have a hole in it. So this is gives you an idea about what the set looks like.